Welcome back. Now let's get to work. This is Cards and Cake live every Tuesday night. I got cake. I got cards somewhere, but they're in boxes. Actually, I got some cards down here, and today I got a beer, and someone needs to guess what kind of beer. I'm going to open these cards up, show you a couple things I got from a nearby card store here. Who wants to take a guess what beer I have? And I'm not a beer drinker, but I had to get it based off of videos and references I've used in the past. Come on, someone. Xfinity, Comcast, okay. You got it, man. Daniel, you got it. You know why? Miller High Life. And if you haven't been watching all the videos, it's because this is what Select used as their design in 2012. So that's why every time I look at a 2012, 2013 Select, especially Blazers or Bulls or one of the red colors, I think, Miller High Life, the champagne of cards right here. Select, the champagne of cards. So I got my beer right here. What's going on, guys? Dude, I don't even know what an IPA is. I'm not a beer drinker. And so I was like, dude, that looks really cool. That looks like my card. And I'm just going to keep this box as like a background ornament. And if someone's really good at editing or knows someone that can make a logo, I literally want this to say Select in the Select font and make that into a shirt. If someone could do that, that would be great. All right, guys. So a couple things. Number one, as you notice on videos, I respond to every new comment. I'm going to do that as long as possible, but I don't have the time to go back and repeat it. So if you have follow-up comments, just know that there's a good chance it won't be read, but this is a great time to put any other thoughts on here. Let's see, Brian. Yeah, dude, Chipotle and beer is my thing. Another thing you notice is that we're up to about 1,300 of us strong in this community. I'm beyond flattered, beyond excited about that. And this is a community. This is not about me. I'm just the talking head that tries to put all these ideas together and entertain you guys as I learn about cards and get back into sports. Jason, what's up, man? You know what, Miller, this is actually pretty good. This was like, damn, should I start drinking again? Because like ever since moving to California, the first time in 2015, I stopped drinking because I started taking edibles, and that helped me sleep, and I felt better, and I didn't get a beer gut. But then, of course, with edibles, you devour 5 pounds of cake in one sitting with no problem. But this beer really hit the spot. So if I pee in the middle of this, you'll know why. Malone Money Mindset. Nicholas, what's up, guys? Harrison, dude, you guys are my boys. You're always here. I appreciate it. Modelo, solid beer. Okay, so for one, what's on your minds? I want to ask you that. Two, you'll notice that a lot of the videos are monetized now. This is the way that my landlord doesn't kick me out. I asked her if she would take high fives and fist bumps, and she said no, she wants money. So I'm going to try and monetize in the ways that don't cost you any money, but you might have to watch 5 seconds of an ad, and there might be like affiliate links in the future, but it's not going to come out of your pocket. It just sustains the fact that I can do this. Jason, dude, you got to do you've taken too many edibles if that's how it is. And David, that's it, man. Honestly, if this was pure investing, I would have just gone into the stock market or stayed in real estate, because that was purely for the money, but there was no fun. This is fucking fun. This is fun. Dude, I was so excited to put together this display of Pokemon cards that I've had since I was 13 that my mom sent me. And these are the cheap ones. I have like 108 total foils, and that's 20 of them. And I'm so excited to look at that because the Fantasy Football Card Quest, Andy and I used to go to these tournaments in Tampa and just wreck these 11-year-old kids, and we were 13. We were like, more of the brain had developed. We got really savvy, and we would just crush these kids for store credit at this comic book store. So that was a lot of fun. I have 3 Charizards, Brian. That would be my best Pokemon card. None of them are first edition. Daniel, Pokemon is basically a universe where it's okay to capture animals and fight them against each other, and perhaps breed them as well. It's basically making it seem like that's a pretty cool thing to do. Yeah, but I caught them all. And the Game Boy game was the freaking jam. But anyway, guys, what's on your mind in relation to sports? Thanks, Nicholas, for that. And yeah, I mean, ads kind of suck for all of us, but doing this live stream from under a bridge with the half of LA, trying to get Wi-Fi from the nearby Starbucks, but some homeless person's throwing a fit nearby would not be cool. Yeah. Show us your, what's that, Hanson? Tits? Usually that show us your is followed by tits. Shelly, I got that on eBay and Amazon. They sell both of them, but it was $32 on Amazon, and the cheapest one on eBay was $38. Just search card display, sports card display, and it'll pop up. Should be about $33, including free shipping. Colin Sexton, oh man, look, I'm still getting back into sports, so I gotta watch. That's why I gotta watch the NBA now, because all these young players I've been hearing about for so long, I haven't seen them play. So that's why I've been dropping about 11 grand, mostly into Kobe, Tom Brady, Damian Lillard, Anthony Davis, Shaq, the guys that I actually know. But all these young guys, I don't know. Michael Vick cartoons. Oh yeah, seriously, yeah. What if Michael Vick said, "Dude, I was watching Pokemon the whole time. What? I'm not supposed to do this? It's so much fun." Yeah, and Carl, I'm definitely going to be investing into graded cards. One common question I get is, where do I get all of my lots of cards? And I've answered it sporadically, but I'll do a video on it where I use CompC really for sales data. I buy a lot on CompC, but it's really an idea of what's selling and what's the price. And then I go on other places like eBay, but mostly Beckett, and I buy from card shops there because I can get a good deal. I can get cards for $1 to $3 each. That might be going for 6 to 10 or more on CompC, and I'd rather just batch them up, send them to CompC. When they sell, and I don't have to worry about it. But I'm looking to get into graded cards, and that was another big part of what I wanted to mention is I'm thinking of, because I have Card Ladder now, and a video will be coming out on Card Ladder. Market Movers, I'm about to sign up for in like a couple days. I was thinking of doing a second live stream a week where it's just me on Market Movers and Card Ladder, and just I talk about the players I see dropping, and then anyone that wants to ask about a player, I can literally just pull it up, and it'll be a good way for you guys to not have to invest that much if you're not interested in investing $50 a month for Market Movers and $15 for Card Ladder. But I could at least show you both platforms and show you guys what you got. But that's an idea. Side stacks, I do. Yeah, I forgot about it. It's $10 for 1,000 sales data, but I need it. So I get 1,000 times clicking on a card to see what the sales data is. Well worth it. Yeah, Shelly, definitely get one. It's awesome. Brian, dude, a Kobe Bryant autograph. That is my dream. Is I want a whole wall of Kobe Bryant autograph basketballs, because as long as it's authentic, it's through Beckett, PSA, or one of the others, and you have legit reason to believe it is authentic, I would go with it. Let's see. Marc, look, I'm not familiar with that stuff. I like the premise of buying anything that is GMA or one of these other CMA awards, whatever, these lower end ones that are graded 10, and seeing it, because even if that's a PSA 9 or even an 8, that might sell for any of these GMA, CMA craps. Because we look at this, we're like, what is this off brand? Dame rookies for sure, man. I mean, that's one guy that even since starting to look at get into cards and basketball, I haven't heard Jeff or any of the others mention Damian Lillard once, and he's going to be in Space Jam next year, which is one of my insurance policies. But he's a great scorer. He just needs a bit more help on Portland, or he needs to go to somewhere else. But regardless, he's already proven. That's what I like, is that he's already proven consistently for the last several years to be a high scorer and a great player. Yeah, PWCC, the one thing I've heard a couple things about PWCC that are negative, but I made some purchases through eBay's auction of PWCC, and it was fine. But I don't know all the back end stuff. I know they can store it for you, but it's not as easy to set up, because I had some issues there. Harrison, I did a video on Star Stock and an interview with Scott, the owner, and it's still in the beginning phases, but I love what they're doing. I love what they're trying to do, because a lot of us, we can go to eBay for medium term or like 3-month and longer investments. But if we want to turn this into more of a gamble, day trading, really quick process where we can invest in a wide receiver or a player based off of an injury, or someone gets off the bench and has a huge game, that's going to be a lot more ideal for Star Stock, or something where we don't have to take physical possession of the card because we just want it short term at the end. Yeah. Ask the others. Look, PWCC, y'all already know it. GMA, CMA, MMA. I don't know. I think everyone's a scam artist at this point, where it's like, all right, PWCC is scam, PSA has been a scam artist, and all the others are as well. Yeah, I like Derrick Rose as well, dude. He always reminded me of Prince. He had like those Prince cheeks, like Prince had like those really narrow cheekbones. Every time I looked at Derrick Rose, I was like, oh, it looks like Prince. So I don't know if that's weird or not. All right, Uncle Violence, what do you mean? Has buy tracks? Wait. Oh, wait. Yeah. Explain a bit more, because I'm really interested in that. Dude, here's the thing. I got to do chocolate cake, because every time I go in there and I look at something else, I'm like, yeah, that's great, little fruit tart or pie or whatever, but I'm going for the chocolate. Like, the sugar is going to be there regardless, but I want just the freaking chocolate, because if I have this, I'm good for a week. If I have like blueberry cake or one of the other little foo-foo ones, then I'm gonna crave it tomorrow. And this was $19. It was $17 plus I tipped $2. That's a lot of money for cake. So it better last me a week, because that's more cards. I look at that $19 and I go, actually, now that I think about it, this Damian Lillard rookie card I think was about $15. So I gave up one of these plus a Tom Brady Chrome card for that cake. So it better be enough to last the entire week. Yeah, dude, Brian, exactly. When money is coming in, that's when scam artists and all the rest will follow. Just because where money flows, shady people go. It's any industry you look at will be that way. Fudgicle, dude, is that Dewey? Or you just took that same avatar? Dude, Hoops and Homers, I would go with 86 Jordan in terms of this next generation, just because 52 Mantle means nothing for me personally. But guys that are starting to have money, which I'd imagine in the 40s, 50s, 60s, I still think that Jordan emotionally would mean more. But on the money side, the financial side, I don't know. But I'm watching The Last Dance now. I didn't get it on ESPN because I don't have it. And that's why I'm asking you guys about the different providers. And if anyone else is hopping on and you have providers that you recommend, like if it's Sling or what's it, Fubu, something like Fubu or something is a TV provider, YouTube TV, any of those, let me know what you recommend. Doug, what's up, man? Marc, okay, and that's the point, is you guys ask the questions, you answer each other, because I'm just bringing you all together in this little live stream before I eat cake. I don't know all the answers here. Thoughts on factory sealed retail flipping? It's going to happen for sure, man. I mean, I think it's happening already, but sure. And Troller Skater, dude, Bitcoiners, all of it, where it's, hey, I can make money without too much hard work. I could just be savvy, but I don't really care about the hobby or the means. Or the way. It's just a means to an end. That's what I'm worried about, is that people are doing it just for the money. And I want those people to trickle out. Once those people trickle out and we see how many people are in it for collecting and investing, or investing but still appreciate it as a hobby, that's when I'll feel a lot more secure. And that's why all these really inflated numbers on cards scare the hell out of me, because I don't know what's going on the other end. Is it just a flipper selling it to another flipper and they both have maxed out credit cards and they're just trying to play hot potato and be the second to last person and not get burnt? Or are these actual investors? And I think there's a mix, but I don't know what that ratio is. Yeah, someone else answer Sly, because y'all know about the rookies. I'm just hearing about all these people. I'm still investing in the old guys. Oh, yeah, that was another question I had. I had a poll going on the station about the first, or what you think the next first year card is going to break out. And there was a lot of responses about saying Mosaic. Now, obviously, Prism first year is huge. Optic is already going up in value. I think all of them are going up in value, but Optics really looks like they have that second spot. I think Select makes sense at number 3. But what about Court Kings, Mosaic, Revolution? What else? Anything else that you would say is the number 3 first-year player that's going to go up? Sly, dude, you know what, man? Gary V has a big audience, and a lot of the shoe flippers, they're coming here. And I mean, look, some of them could love cards anyway. I don't know exactly, but obviously that's going to be part of the market. I got in when I heard Gary V talk about it, and I explored it back in February, but I had no idea. Mass Collector, dude, I think Select looks the best. But okay, here's my thing with Mosaic. Mosaic is really new, so I don't know if people will look at the first year of Mosaic like it's something that special if it's only 29, because it's 2019, 2020, right? There's nothing before that I saw. So if it's not 5 years old, 6, 7, 8 years old, then will people really care about the first year Mosaic now? Or is that something they'll only care about in 3 years, 4 or 5 years, assuming that Mosaic still continues? The one thing with Mosaic, because I don't know. Mosaic's only 1 year old, right? I mean, what's the first year of Mosaic? I thought it was last year, but it reminded me of Topps Chrome. That's what I liked. Is it looked like Topps Chrome, where it wasn't Chipotle burrito wrapper crazy like Prism first year, but it had a clean chrome look. It didn't look like it was trying too hard. The newer Prisms I think look fun and cool, but the first year Prism I just think looks like garbage. Here's the thing with Zion, man. I look, I need to watch him more and all that, but when you think of the hype around Zion, wasn't there the equivalent amount of hype around guys that we don't even care too much about right now, like Vince Carter? Great dude, Hall of Famer, longest career ever. But I mean, do people really care so much about Vince Carter, or who are the others that entered the league that like were great, like Allen Iverson, right? No one talks about Allen Iverson now. If I watched a documentary with him in it, I'd be like, oh, that's cool, it's Allen Iverson, but I wouldn't be like, oh, he changed the game. I feel like people are talking about Zion as in change the game type of player, and that's what I'm too hesitant on. Mosaic's 3 years old. I know. Yeah, hold on a second. Prism had a Mosaic, because I was looking this shit up. Prism had a Mosaic, but that was different, right? Because the Mosaic on Prism looked like a Snapchat filter. It was just like gaudy and really childish and like over the top. Yeah, Greg Oden, that's a good example right there. But I'd have to see the first year of Mosaic. Dude, Vinsanity, I remember of course. Well, Jason, you're up in Toronto, so of course. I remember Vince Carter doing that dunk, elbow deep dunk, and that was just the sickest thing ever. I think he was one of the first to do that 360 dunk as well. But that's the thing too, is like he had his moment, but he still never became the best player in the NBA. He was just, not that I remember, he was never in front of Jordan or Kobe or all the others, but I remember the hype there, and he definitely had the flash appeal because he's such an amazing dunker. But I don't know. Like, I just wonder if the hype can be lived up to, because if anything goes wrong for Zion or any of these other players, what's going to happen to the cards? It looks like everything's got to go right, or he never plays. If NBA never resumes, his cards will keep going up because there's not a room for him to screw up. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing is, 2013 hey, what's up, Ziggy? But it was a subset of Prism. I was looking it up. It looked drastically different. Would that be considered the first year? Okay. Yes. Wait, this is the first year. Exactly. That's what I was talking about, because I saw Mosaic and it was like hideous to me. It was like gaudy, like really childish looking. This is a solid year for Mosaic. But again, if this is the first year of Mosaic, how long until we care about it? What if they only do 2 years of Mosaic and then they just stop it? What if, here's my question, what if Select becomes blaster boxes? What if they start doing blaster boxes in the future? Panini can control all this, right? I mean, there's not like, they can do whatever the hell they want. I think that's the danger in all this, is it's not like diamonds or gold or something where you have to actually dig it out of the earth. We can just print more, kind of like US currency. Best time to buy LeBron was, 2009, 2012, 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3 months ago, 6 months ago. But Here's the thing. There's always hindsight's always 2020, right? There's always, well, I wish I bought it a year ago, 2 years. People said the same thing in real estate. People 2 years ago, oh, I wish I bought a house in 2014. The price have really gone up. The prices, I wish I bought it in 2012. I wish I bought in 2010. That's just the way it is. And that's why I'm trying to look at the curve as a whole. Like, where is the whole curve? Because even for the last few years with real estate, I'm like, all right, this is getting too easy to get houses, too easy for all this to go up. I know it will go down. So that's where I like to buy all the really cheap stuff now, because I don't want to buy something that a flipper may have already marked up once or twice, or 3 flippers have already got to ahead of me. And also I'm waiting for sports because I need someone to suck. I need someone to strike out, to get a concussion and be sidelined for 6 weeks, to break their leg, to throw 6 picks besides Jameis Winston. And when that happens, I think that's when card prices will actually go down based on legitimate reasons. Right now, it's more just, well, this went up compared to the next person. That goes up, well, compared to the next person. Well, that goes up. And it just keeps going on and on like that. I mean, look, when you use the word monopoly, it's hard to think that's ever good. Yeah, period. I don't think any monopolies are good, but when licenses are in place, I feel like you have to have licenses, or then it's a free-for-all. If anyone can print NFL cards or NBA or MLB cards, then it's like, all right, well, then what happens? It's just interesting. I wonder if what I hope Panini, Topps, Upper Deck, and the others do is they keep the print runs, like maybe they expand print runs some, which they are doing, but then they have a lot more numbered or serial sets, or like serial numbered cards, or just other sets with lower print runs, things where they can at least offset certain sets going through the roof because they're really popular with kids and casual collectors, but introducing more variations of number to 99, number to 299, or even 1,000 or something like that, where we, like, more serious collectors or long-term people, long-term investors can look at those cards. But who knows? I mean, they do whatever the hell they want. Harrison, my other channel was the Millennials Guide to Real Estate. I turned that into the Millennials Guide to Money. I had one video. If any of y'all want to ever pass your real estate exam, I have one video that went really viral on YouTube in 2017, 2018, called How to Pass the Real Estate Exam Without Reading the Book. And you Google that, and there I am 3 years ago. All right, let's see here. What is cheap about Hockey 99? What is cheap? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know the conversation, but I'm looking forward to some hockey. I'll tell you that. And I hope hockey. I've been seeing the cards of the hockey players go up in Jeff's email, in the Market Movers or Sports Card Investor weekly email. Those cards are going up. So, just like why I'm getting Mike Tyson and all these non-sport cards and everything else, it's just, if you think about basketball, then people are going, well, what else is there? Well, what about football? Well, if football goes up, what else is there? That'd be amazing if Panini came out with a pop report, the print runs. I don't know. That might be scary, to be honest. Yo, card collector, yeah, you found my 2017 self. Here's the thing. Yeah, if you bought LeBron then, but how many LeBrons are there? And I feel like Greg Oden, there's other people that don't pan out, especially in the football world, where in football you are influenced heavily by the coach, by the offensive line, by the receivers, by the running backs, everything else. Basketball, you control more of it. Like even LeBron on the Cavs with all these scrubs, he can just say, look, give me the damn ball. I'll put up 35 a night, and everyone else will know I'm great, even if we only break even, only if we have like a 50% win for the year. Sean Kemp, yeah, he was a hell of a dunker as well. What else we got here? Brian Johns, yeah, I'm definitely into football receivers and running backs, especially because I feel they're undervalued right now, and all the attention is going to basketball, quarterbacks, and that kind of stuff. So I'd rather get on the receivers and running backs now. I like receivers a bit more just because I feel like they can control a bit more and less likely for injury. But if you watch the Fantasy Football Comeback, Fantasy Football Card Quest, he talks all about football, and I'll be going there after this in about 25 minutes. There you are, to watch his mail day. His mail day says a mail day you've never seen like ever before on YouTube. So the expectations are really high. If you want to join me in the premiere there, just ask Andy. There he is, Fantasy Football Card Quest. Ask him very intricate questions that requires a lot of time to answer. So he gets frustrated with his first ever premiere and he shuts down. That'd be great. Sly makes sense. I mean, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? They have to up print runs in some way. I just wonder if they can like release more sets instead of increase print runs, or at least offset it by introducing some other sets. Julio Jones, yeah, man. Julio Jones, one of the best wide receivers ever. Probably top 3 in the league still. David, the only one I'm collecting in select is Damian Lillard for now. But I have been getting a lot of first-year selects just in case, because they were still cheap on Beckett. So I got to, in fact, I'll open this now because I got this from Burbank Sports Cards. Another sip of the champagne of beers. All right. So Burbank Sports Cards is about 8 miles away from here. And really nice guys. Rob and Ryan, I believe, are their names. And I got this, nothing special here, nothing special at all, but these cards were probably $1 to $1.50 each. So might as well. Dirk. You know, in a video, I created a video and I was talking about Tim Duncan because people are asking, like, what about Tim Duncan? And I'm like, he's great, but there's something missing. And then I figured it out. Tim Duncan is like the Tom Hanks of basketball. You're great, but I'm not entertained. Like, good for you. I want to move on. So now every time I think of Tim Duncan, I'm going to think of Tom Hanks. All right, yeah, I might as well. Oh, shit. Well, there we go. Just lost that one. I'll add this to the wall. My Penny Hardaway first-year select. That's one of my favorite cards from an aesthetic, for aesthetics. Just beautiful, beautiful center card. I love the blue coming out. And I have that whole display right back there with select Penny Hardaway cards. So I'm going to fill this up. And this whole box here, probably $1.50 each. First year select Penny, that might never go up, but the display value I'll totally take. And then Magic, man. I think Magic can be really relevant with the Dodgers, and he could be very relevant when the Kobe documentary drops, because I believe he had a good relationship with Kobe. So I got lots of these. Holy shit. Selects for days. But again, $1.50 each. If it never goes up in value, I'm happy to display it. And if it does go up in value to $3, then I doubled my money. How cool is that? Yeah. So, all right. You get the point. Lots of these. And let's see, one more. The one I dropped. Great. Tom Hanks. I love Tom Hanks. Don't get me wrong. But would you get a Tom Hanks card? No, you wouldn't. Like, that would be just boring. It'd be like, hey, you're great, but, you know, Forrest Gump. Do I really want to watch Forrest Gump in a rookie card all the time on my wall? No. I think that's the whole point, is that some Brad Pitt, who like The Rock, certain guys you want to collect. They just have a sex appeal. They have a flashiness. They have a swagger. Tom Hanks has no swagger. Like, I'd like to see him dance, just to make fun of him. But I love Tom Hanks too. Like, Forrest Gump's one of my favorite movies. All right, okay, more Magic, same thing. What else is in here? Okay, my Shaqs. I got a whole ton of these first-year Shaqs of Select because they were just so cheap. And you know what? Again, I don't know if they'll go up in value. I have no idea. I like Dirk. I think Dirk's more exciting than Tim Duncan, to be honest. Dude, Nicholas, Forrest Gump is one of those movies that when it's on TV, I just have to watch because that movie was just perfect. Magic, I don't think he's better than LeBron. I mean, then again, even if he was, LeBron's relevance right now is just through the roof. I mean, Magic has had his time, and cards weren't huge back then. And for my generation and a few years older and then really younger, Magic is like, oh yeah, you were that guy with AIDS that was really good for the Lakers. Like, I remember Magic more for his involvement and having HIV than basketball, because I was only 5 years old towards in 91. I was 5 years old. So Magic to me, I would have to watch tape from film from when I was not even alive to understand how good he was. But LeBron, I've seen since 2003 when I was a junior in high school, and then junior in high school, and then I've seen his whole career. So for investors that are younger, for sure, I'd go with LeBron. But I'd like to see what you guys think on that one. My team, Snipe King. You know what? Football is my main sport, and it's easier now because we got Tom Brady. So at least we have hype, we have hope. Basketball was my favorite as a kid because the Bucks sucked ass. The Orlando Magic was my team, so that's why I love Penny. And I loved Shaq until he left for the Lakers, and then he broke my heart, and I hated him. I would have been a troll if Shaq had an Instagram account in 1995. I would have just trolled his account every day because I was so heartbroken. So let's see here. Lots of Shaqs. What the hell is this? Oh, shit. No, nice. They sneaked in a Tom Brady card in here. And then a whole ton of first-year Shaqs. I'm just going to hold on to these. If it goes up in value one day to $5 each, $8 each, then I have 42 of them. But definitely happy about... Nice Tom Brady chrome card. See, this is what Mosaic reminds me a bit of. Just that type of chrome. Not the Prism, go all crazy. Looks like you just put it on a Chipotle burrito wrapper, but a nice, classy chrome. Troll and Shaq, that's right. Got more Shaqs in here. I won't open it up, but you get the point. Elton Bader, first year select is 2012 to 2013. And the other thing, too, is I was wondering, is select from that year going to be lower print run just because it was hobby only and it was 2012, 2013? Even if we don't know what the print runs are, I remember looking up, so I looked up PSA LeBron James 2012, 2013 Prism, and there was 452 of those in PSA's database, in their pop report. And when I looked up LeBron James first year select 2012, 2013, that was only 50. I want to say 52 in there. So that's way less. Now, at the same time, first year select, a lot of people may not have submitted to PSA, or they're being processed now. But 450 compared to 50, I was like, all right, well, that still might be half of the print run of what Prism put out that year, especially if select is always lurking in the shadow of Prism. Troll and Shaq. Dude, I like Shaq a lot now. There's a video of him wrestling with Charles Barkley that I saw on, I think in the back of the TNT studio. It was so funny. Let me know if any of you guys have seen the guy on TikTok. He was a former, I think it's Bob something on TikTok. Hilarious. A former, and I think NHL ring announcer that does voiceovers of these other videos, and he cusses nonstop. He's hilarious, but you got to look him up. A Bob Henry or something like that. Let me see if I can pull him up. What is TikTok? Don't worry about it. Let me see here. Hey guys, nah, I don't want to take up the time doing that. But look it up if you like really offensive sports commentators that have that perfect voice doing really obscene voiceovers. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I want to do a couple shout outs too, since a lot of you are on here. The Card Collector, you've been everywhere. You got your ice cream. You are the man. Thank you so much. Bender, Robert Hill, Marc from Maui. I'm jealous. I should do one of these things. I don't know if that's offensive or flattering. Michael Peck, who is my neighbor here in LA somewhere. Big Smooth, Mattikaze, Big Bills 17. Oh, yeah. And then the guys that won last week with the little giveaway, Ben Carlos, Daniel McPhee, and Cornellius Gross. They are all getting flown here, a private jet, and we're going to stay at the Beverly Hilton for a couple nights, go hot air balloon riding. Wait, no, I'm just kidding. That's for 1 million subs. 1,000 subs, you get like a $15 gift card to a card shop nearby. Bob Menery. Yeah, Bob Menery, dude. It is hilarious. I mean, I don't think I've laughed this amount. Guys, you got to look at Bob Menery, if you don't mind F-bombs, but in a really funny way with he does it to little sports clips, like even like a little league game or NFL clips. He just does the voiceover like he's John Madden or Joe Buck or one of those, but is really obscene. He's hilarious. What's up, Finance Dad? Yeah, I was gonna say I just have not laughed that amount since COVID started because everything's gotten so serious, so depressing, and then to see him just like this ridiculous humor, it's absurd. So definitely check that out. What else is on your mind? Seriously, you can't have a bad day after watching a Bob Menery clip. That's why I want to look him up, just so I could show you, just so you don't have to look yourself. Bob Menery. Shit. All right, let me see if I can play one for you guys.
They can barely sell a fucking hot dog. Oh my goodness! Quick check over to first and a quick check to the cock. I can't tell, Peter, if it hit him right in the tip of the dick, if it got the nutsack, or if it just got both. Let's see. Oh, it got the whole entire thing. And the pain is running up his belly. You know how it doesn't hurt right away, but then it fucking kills later. And he's getting a little joy out of this thing. I don't know. Another man just touched my cock. I don't know. I'd be smiling too much, but he is back to base.
Well, I don't know if you got to hear that or not, but dude, check him out on Instagram. He's hilarious. All right, guys, I got cake coming up. Let me know if there's any final questions. Again, other thing, if you are a YouTuber and you are wanting to create a YouTube station around cards, but you're struggling, you're spinning your wheels, I created a video about how I've been able to do it because I studied this in the past, and I took an amazing course called Video Labs back in fall that has helped me out a ton. I'll put the link I'll put it in the video right now, just in case if you want to speed up your progress on YouTube. Let me see here. I might have to look it up real quick, but because a lot of people are asking me about it. They're like, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? And you know, when it's hashtags and this, it's really, that's not the focus at all. If you're serious about YouTube, the focus is that's not a principle. That's like it's caring about the crown molding in a house that the foundation is bad and the plumbing's leaking and the electrical system sucks. So let me put this in the chat. So make sure to check it out because it's not public yet and it won't be public for probably a couple days at least. Let me see. Where you at? Might look weird right now. Okay, here it is. But this will be the 5 principles. Hopefully this works. Okay. So hopefully that works. Video Labs is for YouTube creators. What are y'all thinking about baseball returning? Anyone watching baseball? Anyone feeling some relief now that we have a bit of sports back? My team, Snipe King, playoff pickup. I guess just Anthony Davis, first-year Laker cards, LeBron James, first-year Laker cards as well, just because they were cheap. Jays and Red Sox, man. Well, you know, let me ask you something. If you are a baseball fan, are you a fan of just 60 games? Like, does it make you more excited to watch a game now besides COVID and not watching sports, but because there's only 60 versus what's there, like 430 games in a season usually? Yeah, I heard about that. Canada blocked them. I think, honestly, I think less games is better for baseball for the casual fan, just because I would care more about getting into baseball if I knew every game counted or mattered. But when you can play 2 games in the same day, you're like, what the hell? What's the point? Like what's a double header? It's like, geez, how meaningless is it if you could play 2 games in the same day? And of course, at the end, it really matters and all, but that means you're through 140 games for it to get into the crunch time. All right, guys. I love the NFL talk as well. I'm about to head off. In fact, this will be a good ending right here. I'm going to have a little sip of beer. Again, feel free in the comment section of this video or others if you'd like a second weekly live where I use market movers and the other data, and you can name players and I can go through the data there. But this is what I got right now. Oh, yeah. Boom, baby. That is Cards and Cake. Hope to see you in the next video. I'm going to head over to the Fantasy Football Card Quest, watch his mail day, troll him on his premiere, and can't wait to see you next time, all right? So peace out, and I'll see you over there.